I ran. Pride means nothing when 40 armed humans are laughing behind you. And let me tell you, that laughter was worse than any war cry I'd ever heard. It echoed through the frozen forest like a promise of humiliation. My species had conquered 12 worlds. We were the nightmare that made other nightmares check under their sleeping pods. And here I was, sprinting through Earth's snow like a hatchling fleeing its first training simulation. Target is heading northeast. Martinez's voice crackled through some kind of communications network. Perkins, Davis, cut him off at the ravine. Everybody else, maintain pursuit pattern Echo 7. Echo 7. They had designated patterns. Plural. How many times had these mammals done this? I activated my emergency beacon, the one that should have summoned my extraction team within minutes. Nothing happened. Just static. They were jamming me. With what? Dominion jamming tech required power cores the size of transport vehicles. These humans were carrying handheld versions. Impossible. Except it was happening. I veered left, using my superior speed to gain distance. The forest opened into a clearing, and I poured on everything I had, all four legs pumping, thermal regulators maxed out. Freedom was close. Just another 100 yards to the emergency shuttle coordinates. Something whistled past my head. Then another something. Then 6 more somethings. Not killing shots. Warning shots. They were hurting me. Vorkath, Vorkath, Vorkath. Martinez's voice sang out from somewhere in the trees. You're making this too easy. Did they not teach you about human persistence hunting in Dominion School? We literally used to chase animals until they collapsed from exhaustion. It's our thing. We're really good at it. A net deployed from the canopy. I dodged right. Another net from the ground. I leaped. A third net from the side caught my rear legs, and I went down hard, rolling through snow and deadfall until I crashed into something solid. Not a tree. A wall. Metal. Pre-positioned. Gotcha, said a voice behind me. I spun, claws out, ready to take at least one of them down with me. Honor demanded it. Kowalski stood there, arms crossed, not even holding a weapon. Behind him, a dozen more humans emerged from concealment. They'd turned the entire forest into a trap grid, and I'd walked right into it like a fresh spawn. Martinez appeared last, still smiling that terrifying smile. Here's what's going to happen, she said, pulling out a data pad. We're going to have a little chat about Dominion operations in this sector. Who sent you? What your mission parameters were? Standard stuff. I will tell you nothing. I snarled, trying to stand despite the netting. Kralix do not break. We do not surrender. We do not. Yeah. Death before dishonor. We've heard it all before. Martinez interrupted, waving dismissively. Here's the thing, though. We don't need you to talk. We just needed you to lead us to your ship. My blood went cold. Colder than the Arctic air. Your beacon, she continued. The one you tried to activate 15 minutes ago? We didn't jam it. We rerouted it. Your extraction team thinks you're 20 miles west. They're going to land right in the middle of Firebase Henderson, where Colonel Wright is waiting with about 300 very excited Marines who really want to see a Dominion stealth cruiser up close. No. Your mistake. Vorkath was thinking Earth was still primitive, Martinez said, crouching down again. Yeah, we were, about 50 years ago. Then you guys started probing our outer colonies, testing our defenses, abducting random civilians for your little hunting games. She leaned closer. We learned. Fast. See, humans have this neat trick where we take technology that should be way above our level, and we just, kind of, figure it out through sheer stubbornness and spite. Your camo tech? Reverse engineered it in 6 months. Your plasma weapons? Got a factory in Detroit churning out copies. Your stealth ships? Well, we're about to get a real nice close look at one of those. Kowalski handed her something. A collar. Dominion design. Prisoner classification grade. You're going to wear this, Martinez said. You're going to sit in a very comfortable cell. You're going to eat decent food, get medical care, and be treated according to the Geneva Convention, which, trust me, is way better than what you were planning for me. And eventually, you're going to realize something important. She fastened the collar around my neck. It clicked into place with finality. Earth isn't prey anymore, she said quietly. We stopped being prey about 10,000 years ago when we figured out how to throw rocks really well. Everything since then has just been us getting better at it. The collar hummed to life, suppressing my natural weapons, my enhanced strength, everything that made me Kralix. So welcome to Earth. Vorkath, Martinez said, standing up and dusting off her hands. Population, 8 billion ornery primates who are absolutely done with aliens thinking they can hunt us for sport. Enjoy your stay. It's going to be a long one. As they led me away, I heard her talking into her communicator. Henderson, this is Martinez. Package secure. How's our ship situation looking? A burst of static, then a very satisfied male voice. Clean capture, Lieutenant. Crew didn't even put up a fight once they realized we had railguns pointed at their engines. Wright says thanks for the early Christmas present. Martinez laughed. Actually laughed. Tell him he's buying the first round when we get back. Oh, and someone notify command that we're going to need a bigger facility. At the rate we're catching these guys, we're going to run out of cells. I had come to Earth to hunt a human. Instead, I learned why the galaxy should fear them. Not because they were strong or fast or had superior technology, but because when you cornered a human, when you threatened them, when you made the fatal mistake of treating them like prey, they stopped being individuals. They became a collective nightmare with opposable thumbs, terrible ideas, and an absolutely terrifying sense of humor. The alpha beast had chosen its prey. The prey had chosen to teach it a lesson. And somewhere in the frozen night, I heard Martinez laugh one more time. The end. I had been hunting for 300 cycles across 17 star systems, and I had never, not once, seen prey smile before the kill. My name is Vorkath, apex predator of the Kralix Dominion, and I was currently questioning every life choice that had led me to this frozen dirt ball called Earth. The humans stood in the clearing, unarmed, wearing nothing but thin fabric coverings that wouldn't stop a gentle breeze, let alone my claws. Her name tag read, Martinez, and she was grinning like she'd just won the galactic lottery. You have got to be kidding me, I muttered in my native tongue, mandibles clicking in confusion. Oh, I heard that, Martinez called out, her breath forming little clouds in the Arctic air. Yeah, big scary alien hunter. You know what? I'm actually having a pretty bad day, so let's make this interesting. Interesting? I was a Kralix warlord. I had brought down Thoraxian battle bulls single-handed. I had survived the void wasps of Kepler 9. This tiny, soft-skinned mammal thought she could make things interesting? I activated my thermal camouflage and circled left, moving through the snow with practiced silence. My 4 eyes tracked every movement, every breath, every tiny muscle twitch. Standard predator protocol. Observe, calculate, strike. Martinez didn't move. She just stood there, hands in her pockets, still smiling. That should have been my first warning. I lunged from her blind spot, claws extended, fully expecting the satisfying sensation of a clean kill. 300 pounds of apex predator, moving at 40 miles per hour, completely invisible to primitive human eyes. Martinez sidestepped. Not dove, not stumbled. Sidestepped, like she was avoiding a puddle. I crashed into a snowbank, confusion rapidly replacing confidence. How did she? There was no way she could have seen me. No way she could have heard me. The camouflage was military grade, and I hadn't made a sound. Strike one, Martinez said cheerfully, pulling out what looked like a primitive handheld device. You know, Vorkath, your file says you rely heavily on that camo tech. Cute. Real cute. She knew my name. She had a file. On me. Oh, this was bad. I recalibrated quickly, switching to Strategy 7, rapid assault from multiple angles. I bounded around the clearing, creating false tracks, leaving thermal signatures in random patterns. Classic misdirection. Then I struck from above, dropping from the tree line with all 4 claws ready to shred. Martinez raised one hand without looking up. Something hit me mid-air like a cargo shuttle doing re-entry. Electricity? No, worse. Some kind of sonic pulse that turned my equilibrium into abstract art. I slammed into the ground hard enough to crack the permafrost, every nerve ending screaming. Strike two, she said, walking over to stand above me. You want to know the funny thing about apex predators? You guys always assume you're the only one who came prepared. I tried to rise, but my legs weren't responding correctly. She'd hit some kind of neural cluster, perfectly targeted. That wasn't luck. That was training. Let me tell you something about Earth, Martinez continued, crouching down so we were eye to eye, to eye, to eye to eye. We don't have fancy camouflage organs. We don't have armor plating. We're slow, we're weak, and we're squishy. You know what we do have? She tapped her skull. We're vindictive, creative, and we hold grudges like you wouldn't believe. You came to my planet. You marked me as prey. You thought this would be easy. I finally managed to growl out words in standard galactic. You cannot defeat me. I am Kralix. I am engineered for this. Yeah, and I'm from New Jersey, Martinez replied, pulling out a second device. We eat guys like you for breakfast. Well, not literally. That'd be weird. But metaphorically? Oh, buddy, you have no idea what you just walked into. She pressed a button. The clearing erupted with lights. Dozens of them. Humans. Everywhere. Some in trees, some buried in snow, some apparently just standing there the whole time, wearing some kind of visual disruption gear that even my enhanced vision hadn't detected. See, here's the thing about humans, Martinez said, standing up and dusting snow off her pants. We're pack hunters. Always have been. You picked one of us. You picked all of us. A massive human, easily 7 feet tall, stepped forward. His name tag read Kowalski, and he was carrying what looked like a modified plasma net, probably reverse-engineered from Dominion Tech. Badly, but functional. Lieutenant Martinez, Kowalski rumbled. Should we bag him or tag him? Martinez considered this, finger on her chin, pretending to think hard. You know what? I'm feeling generous. Let's give him a sporting chance. She looked down at me, and her smile was no longer friendly. It was the smile of a predator who had just realized she was 3 steps ahead. Run, Vorkath, she said softly. Let's see who hunts who. So what did you think? Did this story surprise you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this sci-fi story, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. And don't forget to subscribe for more mind-blowing science fiction stories every week. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.